Good morning, Card Media. It's RJ back with another video. Let's get to it. It is my first day back from vacation officially now. I always release my videos Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, doing a random Mike Schmidt item, a random baseball item, a nice trivia question with a cool prize, and then a showcase of something I think is interesting and I hope you enjoy. So let's get to it. Today's random Mike Schmidt item of the day. I've probably shown this off in a previous video. It's just a mini bat. It's not autographed or anything. It's just a standard Louisville Slugger reproduction gift shop thing. Pretty sure I got this at the Phillies Stadium, Citizens Bank Park. Genuine Mike Schmidt and the Philadelphia Phillies. So just one of the many random Mike Schmidt trinkets that I have on my shelf. Today's random baseball item of the day, another Hall of Famer. I'm pretty sure I showed this off before, but it's a nice, cool item. It is a plate and figurine combo. I think this was made for the tourist trade as well. A Farewell Tour 2001 of Cal Ripken. It's got the that official Farewell Tour say logo or image in the corner. They mass produced a whole bunch of things with that little logo on it. This here is a little plate. It's actually made by, if you see here, who was it? I want to say Bradford Exchange was part of the people who helped make this particular thing. Their farewell tour, little cool little photo or portrait of Cal with a little pretend plastic bronze bust or figurine there. Little plaque. Just something else I wanted to show off to you. And given that we did Cal there, I got a nice little Cal studio, Donruss Studio from, or at Leaf Studio. I'm pretty sure it's Donruss. Donruss did Studio, Leaf did Ultra. So 2004, Donruss Studio, really good looking Cal card there. Obviously, it's towards the end of his career. What was that? His total number of games. Did he have 3,000 hits yet? Yeah, he already had over 3,000 hits on the back of this card. So this is one of his final cards, obviously, with the city of Baltimore in the background. Had a couple of these recently in some breaks. These Studio from 2004. And I do like the portrait shot with the city in the background there. So that is the prize today. If you can answer this interesting question, I read this not too long ago. So you're going to have to do a lot of digging to get this one. In today's game, people strike out, in crazy amounts. 100, 200 strikeouts, nobody bats an eye. As long as they have offensive production, as long as they produce offensively, nobody really cares about strikeouts so much anymore. That wasn't the case in the past, so much so that it's rare to see somebody strike out less than 50 times, let alone less than 10, let alone. All right, so in the past, there have been at least two hitters, at least two, because I know of two, but I want you to tell me any of the players who ever did it, in case there were more than two, but name for me somebody who had at least 200 hits in one season, at least 200 hits in one season, but struck out 5 times or less in that season. And if you can tell me any player who accomplished that feat, I'll send to you this awesome Cal Ripken Jr. Studio card from Donruss 2004, all right? Now, what I want to show off to you is, I'd shown this a couple weeks ago, a card I got in a break from Kevin's Budget Card Breaks. Really cool image of Shibe Park, kind of like in a Bowman, in like a Topps Chrome style card. It's one of those, it's a thicker card, total glossy front and back. And it said, Phil Rizzuto's Baseball, the National Pastime, Baseball Cards by Comic Images. And I looked it up real quick. It was a small set, and I snagged it right away. I was like, oh my gosh, can't believe I've never seen this thing. Now, it's really not a set you're going to want if you're into star players or big name things, because there's a whole lot of cards of old stadium images, pictures of memorabilia put on a baseball card, things like that. But this, as I'm such a huge baseball historian, this was right up my alley. So I'm going to flip through some of the cards real quick and show you some of the cool ones. So it started out with a number of different baseball stadium scenes. There's the Shibe Park one, and it just goes through all of the various stadiums of the early days of baseball in all their different cities. Then it goes, like I said, into some memorabilia, a typical catcher's glove, a trophy, a plate, all kinds of different things that were related to the sport of baseball, magazines that covered the sport back in the day. All these different magazines were big sellers back at the turn of the century. And then it gets into some of the great teams. So these are some really cool team photos. I believe this was, I want to say Cincinnati, but don't quote me on this. Yep, that was one of the early Cincinnati teams. Here you got one of the early Chicago teams. Some Negro League players. Bunch of different team things. This is actually a Japanese team from the early days. Some of the early baseball cards highlighted. Then it gets into some of the great players or other things like that. All about baseball history and things like that. Some of the old cards again. Great stories on the back of every one again. And it's like, how many cards are there in the set? There weren't many. There was only 90 cards in the set. Some books. There were a lot of books, music. It showed the different things that they used to play the game, the way the equipment has changed over the years. Just Americana and baseball is what this 90 card set was about. And it was the one that I discovered simply because I got a card through a break with Kevin's Budget Card Breaks. And I don't know that he pulled it out of a pack of this cards. I doubt it because I only got one. But I think more than anything, these are some of the great stars of the day. It just ended up because it was a Phillies card. He threw it in, and I have no idea. I'm not even sure if he remembers how he got the card. Then some classic old style photos of the game. So I just wanted to show off that really awesome set. Again, it was 90 cards. It was, again, Phil Rizzuto's Baseball, the national pastime, baseball cards by Comic Images. And it was a 1995 product, in case you want to go online and snag it. I think it's like, it's less than $20, including shipping. So I thought it was a great buy. For me, I'm thrilled to have it. It's right up my alley. Might not be up yours, but I wanted to show it off anyway. So that's all I have for you today. I'm happy to be back. Enjoyed my vacation, but back to the real world today. I actually got a meeting to go to tonight, but what are you going to do? Anyway, don't forget the trivia question. You could win that great Cal Ripken Jr. card there in front of you. Remember the trivia question: name for me any of the players who hit at least 200 hits in one season, but struck out 5 or less times doing so. And I'll send you that, or you'll be entered into the Sunday drawing to win that card. And you have today and tomorrow to answer. I'll repeat the question in the description below, along with my email. So email me the correct answer. I want to thank everybody for watching. Please consider subscribing, commenting, and all that jazz. I appreciate all your support as I try to support others as well. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again soon. Take care.